My name is Hannah.
And my name is Hua. We've been married for 10 years now, and we have 2 young children, 5 and 7 years old.
We know there are tons of books and videos out there about improving relationships and marriage. What we have done here is take some of the best practices, both from top experts and our own experience, so we can really look at what it is that makes relationships happy and healthy and help you know how to improve some of the relationships in your own life.
And we also want to show you how faith can play a critical role in strengthening your relationships, because we believe that faith can really maximize the potential of all these practices that we're going to cover with you.
First of all, let's check where your relationship is. This will probably be a romantic relationship, but it could also be a relationship with a family member or friend that you'd like to improve. Good relationships are usually a balance of shared habits, values, quality time, and fun together, and genuinely feeling cared for. Feeling like someone will be there for you when you need them, and you wanting to be there for them too, not just during the good times.
Think about the current relationships you want to improve and ask yourself the following questions. How emotionally close do you feel to your partner? Do you really believe that this person cares about you? During weekends or free time, do you do things together that you both enjoy? When you're burned out or tired, do you both have ways to unwind and recharge to avoid unintentional conflict in your relationships? There are some more excellent questions like these to consider in the Read More section after this video.
One of the most important things to think about is why you want to improve this relationship. Too often we say, I love you, out of habit, and it helps to slow down and consider what we actually like or love about that person. What is it about them that makes you happy? Recognizing their good qualities is one of the easiest ways to improve your outlook and even the whole relationship. If you truly value that person, then you'll feel it's worth the effort to improve your relationship with them and go the extra mile.
Next, what's been keeping you from improving the relationship so far? Removing these emotional or practical roadblocks to change will make your efforts much more productive. Are work or hobbies taking priority over your relationships? Do you know what some of the problems are that could just use improvement? Do you sometimes try to make them improve their ways without changing anything about yourself? Of course, it takes 2 people to make a relationship, but when it comes to improving one, you can't control what they do or how they react. You should focus instead on what you can do to make things better.
It doesn't have to be anything big, like a romantic getaway or expensive gifts. Some of the most healing and bonding expressions of love are expressed in the smaller everyday things. Acts of kindness, doing a chore for them, giving a hug, listening to them vent about their day, even if you don't make a single suggestion, or spending time together doing something that they want to do.
Well, what I really liked about Hannah when we first dated is that for the first time, I could talk about things really deep inside, things I was thinking and feeling without worrying about looking cool. One of the reasons was that we both really loved to read and write, and she and I also shared many values and beliefs because we're both Christians, and we also share the same faith as members of the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints. So after we found each other, of course there was that romantic fire. And then we got married, kids came, I got really busy with work, and I often saw, even now sometimes, that I didn't have as many meaningful talks with Hannah or go on as many dates with her. And it became the new normal. After work, I'm just tired and want to just get on my phone and play video games.
Especially after becoming parents, there was a shift in our relationship as we were both tired. It was harder to go on as many dates as we used to, but we still try to find ways to spend time together and express love every day, even if it's just in little ways or at home.
Well, I've been trying to consciously do things that she actually likes me to do, like giving her a hug or a morning kiss, even though I'm not really a huggy person, but telling her why I love her and complimenting her. I try to recognize and remind myself that she is the most important person in my life. And even though some personal fun or relaxation time is important, I try to then get up the couch or stop watching TV, playing video games, and spend a little more time on her. So ask yourself, what small, meaningful changes can you make in your life to help your partner feel loved and cared for?
Okay, after watching this video, you'll get a goal to work on in this app. It's called Love Reflection, and it's a great way to remind yourself why you're in love so you can rekindle it.
So for me, I especially love when I see Hannah approaching me in a soft, gentle way because it calms me down when I feel anxious or upset. And nowadays, I really appreciate how she takes care of our daughters and teaches them important values. In so many things, I can just completely trust her to keep our family together. Another big thing I love about Hannah is that her exactness in living her faith and her integrity and honesty. It helps me want to be better, and I feel like my life is more meaningful when we're together.
And I love the little things that we do together. Watching funny videos or getting a sudden unexpected hug or kiss, or when he surprises me by doing something for me or with me. I sometimes think I'm pretty boring, but he always finds ways to make life fun, and he's really funny. I also love his sense of service. He's really good at helping me even if I don't ask, and even other people in our neighborhood. He just makes me the best version of myself.
Keep in mind that although these examples are from dating or marriage, the principles of spending time and efforts to show someone you care, it can apply to any kind of relationship or friendship in your life.
For example, when my oldest daughter started going to school, I found that our relationship with her changed. She was away for a lot more of the day, so I spent less time with her than I had before. I had to consciously make time to spend just for her in my life to make sure that we could still stay close, no matter what happened. This isn't a new concept, but as I heard once, love is really spelled T-I-M-E, time. Whether it's for a parent, a friend, roommate, boyfriend or girlfriend, sibling, or anyone else. The last thing we want to mention that people don't talk about much when it comes to relationships is faith and prayer.
Faith can play a big part in helping you improve relationships. This can be faith in a higher power to help and guide you, but it can also be as simple as having faith in your partner, in the strength and love that you have together, and in both of your abilities to improve. That was what got us this far for sure. I think sometimes we tend to take those who we should be most grateful for granted. Sometimes we treat them harsher than anybody else. I sometimes try to see my wife as the way I imagine the Lord sees her. That way, I see her as a precious daughter of God. He wants her to be happy and to reach her potential. I should do this more often, but whenever I try this, I find I have more love and respect towards her, and it gives me added energy to improve our relationship.
Faith has definitely made a difference in the way that I approach our relationship. I just feel that the Lord has our backs. I have faith that the Lord is there and that He cares about us and about our marriage, and He's there to help. He's there to guide my efforts to be a better wife and mom, and He's there to listen to me vent if Juan and I disagree on something and need an extra listening ear. And because God knows Hua better than I do and loves him perfectly, He's the only one who can not only understand exactly how I feel, but also help me to forgive occasional hurt feelings and understand Hua and his point of view better. Also, since Jesus is willing to forgive my flaws when I repent, it makes it easier for me to forgive others and just try to improve what I can. I believe that we can change for the better if we keep having faith in God and working on things together.
Thanks for watching. Now you can move on to the goals. For this level, you just need to complete one goal, and then you'll get a chance to reflect on what you've done so far. You can also tap read more under this video to learn more about what we've talked about here. So keep going, and you'll hopefully be able to grow your seed as well as your relationship.